Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our Facebook video posts, where we've been touring the Eightfold Path to see what we could mine from it in terms of how we can bring our practice to this difficult time of the pandemic. And if you've been with us, you will know that we are on the path factor of the Eightfold Path of Wise View. And we'll stay on that today. And to begin with today, I'd like to just acknowledge that yesterday was Earth Day. And the Earth is always teaching us about the Four Noble Truths. If we know how to look and to listen, nature's always broadcasting that quite clearly and loudly. And we can learn a lot about suffering and the causes of suffering, and happiness and the causes of happiness through paying attention to the natural world. And of course, unless we're trying really, really, really hard right now, we're getting a pretty big dose of suffering and the causes of suffering through climate change and ecological collapse and species extinction. You know, it's just being broadcast at us. You know, this is what happens when greed is rampant. This is the outcome. The outcome will be suffering. So I like to say that, so yesterday was Earth Day, and it is great to have a day to really have everyone bring their attention to such things. And actually every day is Earth Day, because every day nature and the natural world is broadcasting the truth of the way things are. One of the classic examples, or not example, ways that wise view is understood and taught is wise view into the Four Noble Truths. That's classic wise view. And last time we talked a little bit about the cause of suffering, the second noble truth, and I'm going to stay on that today. Tanha is the Pali word for the second noble truth. The English translation is craving. And sometimes people think that craving just means when we're wanting something, but it means that, but it also includes when we don't want something, when the mind pushes things away. So craving is wanting and not wanting. And when that is arising in the mind and there's not mindfulness, then the result of that is a suffering state. When we want what's not here, or we want more of what's here, or we don't want what's here, or we want to get rid of what's here, any of that is, we're not being congruent with how life is at the moment. And anytime we are fighting with life, it's going to be a contracted, agitated, a suffering state. And this is really Dharma 101. And we'll do some formal practice now. I'm just going to have a little shift today. Mostly I've been doing the shamatha practice with you, the tranquility practice, which is really helpful for these times when there's so much agitation and fear and worry in the zeitgeist. It's helpful to, you know, in our collective, it's helpful to really have a tool and a way to calm the body and mind, calm the nervous system. So we've been practicing in that way. Today we're going to shift a little bit more into the vipassana practice and bring in the mind state of investigation, in that when we wake up from being lost in thought, look and see, was there wanting or not wanting associated with the wanderings of the mind? Quite often there is, not always. Sometimes it's just kind of wandering through sundry things. But often the wandering mind is being propelled by craving, by wanting and not wanting. So in order to work with anything, we need to be able to be aware of it first. And so we'll do that in our formal practice today. When you wake up from being lost in thought, checking and see, was there wanting or not wanting that was kind of driving that, that mind-made world that you were just in, okay? All right, settling into the body in whatever position you are meditating in right now, standing, sitting, lying down. Ah, there's the body right there, the good friend. It's always waiting for us just to bring our attention to it. And it reveals itself. It reveals itself in its energetic, elemental form. You feel heaviness, hardness, softness, lightness, warmth, coolness. We come into a somatic connection that there is a body here. And we feel the sensations of the body. Could be at specific touch points where it's touching something. Could be more global awareness of the whole body. In either case, the key is that we are feeling sensations. We're connected somatically to the body. That's the connection that's going to support mindfulness to deepen, and it's the connection that's going to tether us to the present moment. Sensations of body, sensations of breath, particular body sensations associated with the in and out breathing. And we relax into this spacious, easeful contact with body and breath. And we form the gentle intention to have the attention stay with this experience, this somatic experience of body and breath. That's the intention. At some point, the mind will wander off. Not a problem. At some point, mindfulness will arise, and we will be mindful of that we were lost in thought. And that's where you want to look to see if there was not wanting or not wanting. And then once you notice, then just come back and reconnect with body and breath. And you know that cycle will repeat many times, and it'll give us many times to notice wanting or not wanting. And we can end our practice today by forming the wish that our practice be for the benefit of all living beings. Did you notice any wanting or not wanting? I imagine so. And just to say, and we'll actually explore this some more tomorrow or next time, that when we notice, when we clearly notice wanting or not wanting in the mind, that's actually good practice. The Buddha said, know that clearly. So it's important not to get down on ourselves or think we're a bad yogi if we notice craving in the mind. We want to notice it when it's there. But again, we'll go more into that next time and also explore this very important relationship. It's so important to get this between the first and second noble truth, between suffering and the cause of suffering. Okay, I wish you well today. Go out in nature and enjoy both the solace and the teachings that nature has to offer us. Okay, be well. Bye-bye.